Which surprising spiritual mentors influenced the 60s hippies? Imagine a movement that mixes peace signs, colorful clothes, and a quest for higher meaning. The hippie scene of the 1960s was more than just music and fashion. It was a search for spiritual truth, often from unexpected sources. While many think of Eastern gurus or meditation masters, some surprising figures played big roles in guiding hippies on their spiritual journeys. These mentors came from different backgrounds, blending old traditions with new ideas. They helped shape a culture that questioned authority and looked beyond the material world. One of the most surprising influences was a charismatic evangelist named Lonnie Frisbee. He was a lively preacher who came from the Christian world but looked like a free spirit with long hair and casual clothes. Frisbee was part of the Jesus movement, which was a revival of Christian faith that connected with the hippie love ethos. He combined Pentecostal Christian teachings with a laid-back, loving attitude that appealed to young people seeking meaning outside traditional religion. His style helped create Christian communes that welcomed hippies and emphasized love, acceptance, and spiritual freedom. Then there were leaders of the Jesus People movement, like Ted and Liz Wise. They started Christian communities in places like Haight-Ashbury, offering an alternative to drugs and despair. Their message was simple but powerful, that faith could bring real hope and purpose. Their efforts showed that spiritual guidance in the 60s was not only from Eastern traditions but also from radical Christian expressions. Meanwhile, Eastern philosophies played a huge role. Many hippies explored Buddhism, Hinduism, and meditation practices. Places like the Esalen Institute in Big Sur became hubs for these ideas, attracting those interested in mindfulness, karma, and transcendental meditation. Indian gurus and Buddhist teachers often visited or sent teachings that became mentors for many young seekers. These teachings offered a different way to find inner peace and understanding, often through simple practices like meditation or chanting. Before the hippies, the Beat generation had already introduced many to Eastern ideas. Some hippies experimented with mystical and occult practices, blending spiritual symbols with their artistic and psychedelic experiences. They sought spiritual experiences outside mainstream religion, often influenced by the countercultural art scene. And then there was Timothy Leary, a psychologist famous for advocating psychedelic drugs. His phrase, "turn on, tune in, drop out," became a kind of spiritual mantra. Leary encouraged exploring the mind and consciousness, urging people to look inward and question reality. His influence was less about traditional mentorship and more about inspiring a personal spiritual quest through altered states of consciousness. These mentors, from Christian revivalists to Eastern teachers and psychedelic explorers, all helped shape the hippie movement's spiritual landscape. They encouraged communal living, meditation, and questioning authority. Their teachings showed that the search for truth could come from many directions, blending East and West, sacred and secular. It was a time when spiritual mentors, often surprising ones, helped a generation find new ways to connect, understand, and grow beyond the limits of conventional society.